Hi everyone, this is Josnaita, lecturer in English, Government Degree College, Jaitya, Telangana. So, in the part of our online teaching, till now we have discussed about tenses. So, of course, successfully we have finished the present tense. So, the all actions in present or the continuing actions at present can consider or can refer under this present tense. So, as we discussed about all these things in our previous videos, and in today's class, I am going to explain you about past tense. Of course, as we mentioned in previous videos, we use this past tense to refer the completed actions and past actions. Of course, so the past actions means already the completed actions earlier. Okay, so in Telugu we have Bhuta, Bhavishyat, Vardhamana Kalalu, and this past tense can be known as or can be referred as Bhuta Kala. Okay, and according to the functioning and according to the structure of these tense, the past tense also has divided into or classified into 4 types. So let's have a glance about it. So first, today's topic is past tense. So past means completed, earlier, which was completed or finished. So such kind of activities can be referred under this past tense. And according to the function and according to the structure and according to the timing, basically, and already we mentioned that tense means the timing of an action, it denotes the timing. So here in past also we use some actions in different timings. So according to those timings, these past tense has divided or classified into again 4 types. So the first type is simple past tense. Okay, this is the first classification, first category. And the second type is past continuous tense or past progressive tense also. Okay, so the word continuous can be known or can be referred as progressive also. So past continuous tense or else past progressive tense. We can mention in 2 ways. Okay, so both are alike, both are same. Whether it is a past continuous or past progressive, both are same. And the third type is past perfect tense. So this is the third type of past tense. And the fourth and last type is past perfect continuous tense. Okay, so these are the classification of past tense: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. So this is the classification of past tense. So let's have a glance about each tense. Okay, so first I am moving to simple past. Okay, so first I am moving to the simple past tense. So first of all, simple past. Of course, all the simple actions, all the simple past actions can be referred under this simple past. For example, she taught English. Of course, I read a novel. Okay, for example, I read a novel. Or she wrote a letter. She drank coffee. She ran fastly. She worked in that company. So these are all simple actions in the past. So such kind of simple actions can be referred under the simple past tense. That is the first point. And next, the habitual actions in the past. Of course, in our human life, we have some hobbies in our past. But of course, most of the people, whenever the new year comes or whenever any occasion comes, they gave up some of the hobbies. Okay, they gave up some of the hobbies which are not necessary to them or which are not important to them or unhealthy. So such kind of hobbies can be given up by the people. So that means in the past itself or in previous days, they had those hobbies. So such kind of past hobbies, habitual actions or the regular actions, whatever they have done in the past. Okay, so such kind of habitual actions also can refer under these simple past tense. For example, I used to drink coffee. And mind one thing, Nana, to refer the habitual actions, we use a term used to. Okay, to refer the habitual actions in the past, we use the term used to. So here used to means that was there in the past. Okay, so used to means that was there in the past. For example, I used to eat chocolates. Okay, so I used to eat chocolates. That means, in past days or in previous days, I ate chocolates. Okay, I used to play cricket, or they used to go for movies, or he used to smoke. Okay, so here to refer the habitual actions, we use used to. Okay, so these can be referred under the simple past tense. Okay, for example, let's go for the examples. Okay, let's go for the examples. So we use the simple past to refer the first past actions, and next habitual actions in the past. Okay, and as I mentioned, we use used to refer our habitual actions. The term used to can mention the hobby was in the past days. Okay, so just this is the explanation. So we to refer the past actions and to refer the past habitual actions, we use simple past tense. And now the structure of this simple past is subject plus V2 plus object. Okay, so this is the structure for simple past. Subject, V2 and object. Okay, so second form of the base verb. Of course, it has finished. It was in the past. So that's why whenever we are in simple present, we use the base form of the verb there. V1 there. But whereas we comes here, we are using V2. That means the tense was in past. It was a finished work. Okay, so that's why we are using the second form of the verb form. Okay, so this is the structure: subject, V2 and object. So this is the structure of simple past tense. Okay, so let's have a glance of some examples. How many examples should? So simple past. So for example, I wrote a letter. So observe this sentence. Here I is a subject, wrote is a verb V2, a letter is an object. So subject plus V2 plus object. Okay, so I wrote a letter. Or next example, she ate a banana. हमें banana तिन्नरी. Okay, so here she is a subject, ate is V2 and a banana is an object complement. Okay, she ate a banana. Okay, or she worked in a company, or he worked in a company. So here he is a subject, worked is V2 and in a company is an object complement. Okay, so these are the past actions, simple past actions in past days. So she worked in a company means in previous days she worked in a company. But of course now she is working somewhere. Okay, and she ate a banana. Of course she ate it. Now there is no banana with her. Of course she may consist or not. Okay, or I wrote a letter. Of course the action was completed. A simple action in past. I wrote the letter and I posted the letter. Okay, so it was completed. So such kind of simple actions. I wrote a letter, she posted a letter, they ate a banana, she ate a mango, she sold fruits. Okay, they went to college, or we visited a temple, or they made cake. Okay, so these are all such kind of different examples on simple present for simple actions, in simple past, simple actions. And then we go for the habitual actions. Then we go for the examples for habitual actions. Okay, and here he used to drink. He used to drink. So here already I have mentioned you that. Okay, without an object complement, we use it to a term to refer the past habitual action. So here used to only can refer that he had a hobby. So he used to drink means he had a habit of drinking in olden days, or till last year. Okay, so he used to drink. And next up, she used to write novels. So here we can observe, she used to write novels, but not now. Here also he used to drink, but not now. So whenever I am mentioning, or whenever we are mentioning they used to, he used to, or she used to, then it shows that was the hobby of the past but not present. Okay, so the term used to can mention you that, or can give you that the action was in the past but not at present. Of course, so he used to drink means he had a hobby in the past but not at present. And comes to the second example. She used to write novels. Of course, but not now. She used to write novels. Okay, and I used to eat chocolates. Okay, I used to eat chocolates. Of course. So here used to means but not at present, not now. Because I became fat. So I'm not eating chocolates more. So I used to eat chocolates. It was in the past itself, not at present. Okay. So these are some examples for habitual actions. Okay. So whatever the habitual actions we have in the past, or whatever the hobbies or regular works we have done in the past, can be referred under the simple past tense. Okay. So mind one thing. To refer the simple actions, we use the structure subject plus V2 plus object. And whereas we comes to the habitual actions, we use the term used to. So it refers the hobby was in the past but not at present. Okay. I hope you got this. You got a clear idea about this. Okay. Good. And next we'll move for some more examples. Simple past tense. I taught. So here you can observe the structure. I is a subject, taught is a V2, and grammar is an object complement. I taught grammar. Okay, whatever the grammar topic it may be, I taught grammar. She explained tenses. Okay, so here she is a subject, explained is V2, and tenses is an objective complement. So she explained tenses. Okay, and now Aruna gave us a present. So here Aruna is a subject and gave is a V2 and present is an object complement. Okay, so Aruna gave us a present. Of course, some people can ask what else can be considered. But of course, in some of the cases we have two objectives, primary and secondary. Okay, it can be considered as secondary object or they can combine it as a primary object also. Okay, so Aruna gave us a present and Radha worked as a teacher. So Radha is a subject, work is a V2 and teacher is a primary object. And next up, Rajani prepared an album. Rajani is a subject, prepared a V2 and an album is an object complement. So these are some examples for simple actions in simple past. Okay, so I taught grammar. She explained tenses. Aruna gave us a present. Radha worked as a teacher and Rajni prepared an album. So the actions were completed when they observe these 5 actions. So the 5 actions were already completed in the past. Okay, so they were simply completed in the past. But they are not continuing at present. They are not having any relationship with the present. So they have already completed. So I taught grammar. Of course, the action had completed. It was completed. It was finishing. So it's a finishing work. These are all the finishing works in the past. Okay. So she explained tenses. Of course, she already explained. Explained tenses. So the work has finished. And now Aruna gave us a present. She has given. Here. Already has finished. So all the 5 actions, all the 5 statements, they mention as the completed actions in the past. The simple actions in the past. Okay. So these are some examples for simple actions. And let's have a glance about some of the examples of habitual actions. Okay, some of the examples for habitual actions. So first, just now only we have discussed that we use the term used to refer the habitual actions. Okay, for example, she used to go out. Okay, she used to go out. Of course, not now. Why? Because this is the time of Corona, and all over the world the people have been suffering from Corona. So they are facing a difficult problem. Okay, it's a pandemic situation for everyone. So that's why they are not going out. Of course. So in previous days, before of this virus attack, we usually go out and everybody can go out, can go to the parks, can go to any ride or can go to any long journeys. But nowadays, due to lockdown periods, most of the people, not only most of the people, all people, okay, everyone, each and everyone are staying at home to be safe. So that's why she used to go out, but not at present. Okay, previously or before of this lockdown, some girl, okay, a girl, whoever it may be. So some girl, she used to go out, of course, myself, me also. Okay, so whenever it was lockdown, we are staying at home, otherwise we move for college or we move for some other places also. Okay, so she used to go out. That means not at present, in previous, she used to go out. And next, Sneha used to write poems. Sneha used to write poems, but not now. So, one of my students, Sneha, she had a hobby that, of course. But now she was busy with some other work, so that's why she is not writing at present. But previously, she wrote some poems. So that's why we can take that as an example. Sneha used to write poems. That means she wrote some poems in the past, but not in the present. Okay. Or they used to go for theaters. Okay? They used to go for theaters. Of course, as now only I mentioned that due to lockdown, due to corona, nobody is going for theaters. Okay, nobody is going to watch a movie in theaters. So that's why we can say they used to go for theaters. Okay, previously they went, but not now, but not at present. So that's why we can mention they used to go for theaters. And I used to draw pictures. Of course, I used to draw pictures. So, painting or drawing pictures is a hobby for someone. But some people will stop the hobby in the middle itself due to some reasons. Okay, due to some reasons or due to some hurdles, just they stop their hobby, drawing. Or without the support of anyone also. So if there is no support, lack of support also, some people stop their career. So here, I used to draw pictures. Of course, in my childhood, very recently also I draw some of the pictures. But now it was stopped. Okay, so at present, in this present situation, we are not painting anything or I'm not drawing anything. So that's a past action. So I used to draw pictures. That was my past hobby. Okay, and you can say some other examples also. I used to go for mention. We use this simple past tense for the recently, that means the past action, the past simple actions, and not only that, the actions which was recently completed, like yesterday, day before yesterday, 1 week ago, or 3 days ago, 1 month ago, last year, or recently, actions also can be considered or can be referred under this simple past tense. Okay, and just in affirmative sentences, that means in assertive sentences, we can mention it without a helping verb also. So, subject place, we to place, object, this is a structure, and we are using here without a helping verb. Okay, she worked in a company, worked as a teacher, and she went to a temple. So all these sentences are assertive sentences. Assertive means we are confirming it as a statement. But whenever we use any helping verb, okay, so for some sentences, for some confirmative sentences, we use helping verbs also. So which kind of helping verbs to be used in simple present is was and were. Okay, was and were. And you know that we use was for I, okay, he, she, it. Okay, and we use were for we, you, they. Okay, so I was, he was, she was, it was. And here we were, you were, they were, of course. So we use was and were as helping verbs in simple past if in case we said any affirmative sentence. For example, they were friends. Okay, so they were friends last year, but not at present. Okay, so they were friends. So there we are using were. Okay, I was a teacher. We can say, or she was a teacher. So she was a teacher means, but at present she is doing something. Okay, so not teaching, she is doing something. So she was a teacher. Okay, so such kind of confirmative statements also can be referred with a helping verb was and were in simple past. Okay, and we use was for I, he, she, it, and we use were for we, you, they. Okay, so of course we have positive statements, negative statements, and interrogative. That means questioning statements in simple past. Okay, for example, she read a novel. Okay, she didn't read a novel. Negative. Did she read a novel? Question. Okay, so different kinds of statements are there in the simple past. Okay, let's simple past tense. Okay, so these are all some examples of these habitual actions, past habitual actions. Of course, not only these examples, we can mention as she used to go for restaurants, or they used to prefer bakery food, or they used to go for park, or she used to practice yoga, or she used to practice meditation, or they used to go for walk in the morning, or they used to wake up early in the morning, or they used to go for sleep late. Okay, they used to go for sleep late in the night. Okay, so all these examples, whatever we have in the past but not at present. Of course, what are habitual actions, Nana? Just the routine works or the routine actions, whatever we work or we function regularly. Those can be called as hobbies. So, such kind of past habits not at present, but what we have in previous days can be considered under this simple past tense. Okay, so this is all over about simple past tense, and I'll come again with this again. So, first of all, simple past is a tense which we can mention or which we can refer the finished actions, the simple actions and the habitual actions of the past by using this tense. Okay, and the structure of this tense is subject as V2 plus object. Okay, so observe the structure, Nana. Of course, in simple present we use V1, subject plus V1 plus object. But here we are using V2. Okay, we are using V2. So, the second form of the base verb, past form of the base verb. For example, go, went, gone. So here went is the second verb form. Run, ran, ran. So the second form is ran. Okay. Look, looked, looked. So looked. Watch, watched, watched. Write, wrote, written. Okay. So these are all different kinds of verb forms. But here we use V2, the second form of the base verb. Of course, we all know that we have four kinds of verb forms: V1, V2, V3, V4. Okay, so we always use V1 in simple present and V2 in past actions, V3 in all perfect tenses, and V4 in all continuous. Okay, it's clear for everyone, I know. And if we compare the structure, SV1 over there, SV2 over here. Okay, and there also we refer the present actions and habitual actions. And here also we mention the past actions and past habitual actions. And to refer the past habitual actions, we use the term use it to. So it refers the past habitual action of us or anyone. Okay, so this is all about simple past tense. Okay, so I think you got an idea about simple past tense. So just go through with the examples. By going through with the subject or by going through with the examples, you can get a crystal clear idea about the tenses. Of course, most of us and most of my students, and recently also, day before yesterday, I talked to one of my student, and she asked me, "Ma'am, really tenses were a typical topic to me, but of course I am mentioning you that and I am suggesting you that don't bother about it." Okay, so tenses are the easiest topic if we know the structures. Okay, so if we observe the three tenses, of course, how many tenses we have? Three: present, past, future. So if we observe the classification of these three tenses, the grammatical structure of all kinds of classification is same, is alike. For example, all simple sentences, they correlated with a same grammatical structure. Okay, and all the perfect tenses, all the continuous tenses, all the perfect continuous tenses, they have a same grammatical structure, a same structural theme. So if you go through with that, so this is the easiest topic for everyone. But to gain for that, we should practice well with the examples. Of course, tenses means tense is nothing but an action, the timing of an action. So each and every work of the human beings or any kind of things we can mention or we can measure with the timings itself only. So just mention the actions. We have 24 hours in a day. Okay, we have 24 hours. So from morning to evening, we'll do so many works. We'll act so many. So take them as examples, the real life examples only, the real life situations only. Take them as examples. And at present I am teaching, at present I am explaining simple past. But before all this, everything is in past, of course. So write them, okay, take a pen and a paper, note down in a notebook. Then you can get an idea what is past, what is present. Okay, and what is perfect, what is continuous. So with practice only we can get a crystal clear idea about anything. So my students, okay, I am suggesting you to practice well. Okay, listening is not important, man, of course. A perfect listening is important. But whenever we act it or whenever we perform it or whenever we practice it, then it can be useful for us. Otherwise, it won't useful at all. Okay, so that's why I am suggesting you all not only listening, just practice all the matters whatever we are discussing here. Okay, so today we have discussed about simple past. So just having notes about this. What is simple past? What is the structure? When we have to use, what are simple sentences and what are habitual actions? So which kind of habits I had in the past? Know them everything. You can get an idea. Okay, so this is all about simple past, and let's meet in the next class with a new tense. Okay, good, Nana. I hope you got an idea about this. Thank you. Thank you. Meet you. Okay, ma. Here are some slides about past tense, the classification, and the simple past, some examples also. So this is the structure of simple past tense structure and an example, as well as when we have to use, and some model sentences also there. And here some positive statement and a negative statement and a questionnaire. Okay, and here when we use was and were. Okay, so this slide shows us, and these are the irregular verb forms in past simple. Okay, and these are the regular verb forms. That means that you don't change it all, just. Okay, thank you.